Hi, Kinders. Are you ready to write another narrative story in your journal? So you have to think of something that you want to talk about. What would you like to talk about? So I've been thinking, and there's something I want to tell you, something that happened last night. So last night, Mrs. Cito decided to bake cookies. So let's start with our story here. So who? Mrs. Cito decided to bake cookies where? In my kitchen. And so I started baking the cookies. I mixed all the ingredients together. I pulled it out of the oven and I left it on the stove to dry. And then guess what happened? I went upstairs, I took a shower, I came back downstairs and half the cookies were eaten. How do you think I felt? Do you think I felt happy? No. Excited? Nope. Love? Nope. Surprised? Yes, I was surprised and I was shocked and I was frustrated too because I hadn't even had a cookie yet and it was half gone because Marcus and Nick and Mr. Cito ate them. So that's my story. So, are you ready to write our story? This is my story. I want you to write your story. So, I'm going to start my story with the date stamp. Today is March 23rd, so it's 3 for March, 23rd for the day, 2021 for the year. And I'm going to put it in a box so that it looks like a stamp and it won't interfere with my picture. All right, ready to tell my narrative? So I was baking cookies in my kitchen. So that tells you who was in the story and where I was. I was, two fingers is baking cookies in the kitchen. Ooh, digraph, and the digraph that says choo, period. So that tells you who and where. Mrs. Cito was baking cookies where? In the kitchen. Then what happened? I made the cookies and then I went upstairs and when I came back down, half of them were eaten. So in the kitchen, I made cookies and went upstairs. When I came down, I'm getting good at remembering to put finger spaces down. Half my cookies were gone. Oh no, I'm not going to have enough room to write my feelings. What can I do? Good idea. I can just turn the page because look, there's lines on the back. Okay, so how did Mrs. Cito felt? I felt, turn the page, the back, disappointed, appointed, period. So here's my story about baking cookies and then going upstairs and coming back down and half my cookies are gone. So disappointing. And I can draw my picture now. But before I draw my picture, I want to talk to you about something. There's something we can do when we finish writing. It says, when I finish writing, I can put a title. A title. Do you know what a title is, Kinders? A title is like a name. I can name my story. What should I call this story? Should I call it Baking Cookies? That'd be a good title because it tells you what I'm doing. Or should I title it, Oh No, because I felt so disappointed at the end. And I could title it Missing Cookies. Titles are kind of fun. The more fun you make the title, the more the people want to read it. Because if I title the cookie if I titled this story Missing Cookies, people will want to read it to find out, how did the cookies get missing? Or if I title it something like, oh no, then people would want to read it so that they want to know why I feel disappointed or why I said, oh no. So your title will try to think of a title that will make someone want to read the story. So my title for this is going to be called Missing Cookies. Missing. And the title is the name. So it's just like your name. It has to have a capital letter. So every word in the title has to have a capital letter, just like your first name has a capital letter and your last name. And I want to put my title in a box just like I put my date stamp, because then we can tell that's the title of my story. Now I can draw my cookies. So sad. So here. They were chocolate chip cookies. And then here was the pan of cookies. And I made 12 of them. And 6 of them were missing. So this part of the pan was all empty. I think I'm gonna write missing cookies here so you know where the missing cookies are. So sad. But at least I still had 6 cookies to eat by myself before Nick and Marcus and Mr. Cito found them again. They were yummy. Can't wait to hear your story, Kinders. I'll see you next time. Bye.